Hey guys, it's Steven. I know I haven't made a video in quite a while, and there's going to be a reason for that. A reason being is since the time that I made that last video, a whole lot of things have happened in my life, inside and out. What I just want to start with is I'm going to be talking about what to expect when you're starting to wake up, what downloads are, what I like to call downloads, what your dreams might mean. Take it, I don't know what all your dreams are or what they mean, but I can give you a basic general outline of what they might be. And last is you're not crazy. Okay, so I'll go ahead and start with that one. You're not crazy. If you're watching my videos and you feel like you're thinking a little bit differently than your friends or your family, you might find yourself doing things a little bit strange that weren't in your behavior before. Your sleep patterns might be a little messed up, your eating patterns might be a little messed up, who you hang around might drastically change, hopefully for the better. Just weird occurrences in your life that weren't there maybe a year or two ago. That's what we're gonna be talking about. Okay, so first off, you're not crazy. I remember when I first started to wake up and to remember who I was, I really started to think I was crazy. I thought I'd lost it. Um, that's definitely not the case, even though some of my friends and family might think that. Just because they're not on the same wavelength, just because they're not thinking the same way I am, does not mean you're crazy, does not mean I'm crazy. That means that we're operating on a different channel, I guess you could say. Okay? The example I like to give people is at birth, some people, like on a walkie-talkie, some people are channel A and some people are channel B. That doesn't mean channel A or channel B people are weird or bad. It just means one person's on a different fucking channel. It's not a big deal. You're not crazy. You just pick certain things up that other people might. Like a radio, you're just on a different channel. Not a big deal. Okay? Got that off the list? You're not crazy. You're actually one of the good guys. You're actually going to help the planet, help people, help humanity, help the universe, whatever you want to call it. Even help God. If you're one of those people, you're helping him too. Okay, so just hear me out. The second thing is, yes, there are others. Okay, you might be a while till you find one in person before your senses are strong enough to register who's good around you or who's bad. But I guarantee you there are others exactly like you. Okay, you're not alone. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna have help, even though it might not seem like it at this very exact second. But there will be people that are gonna come into your life for a reason. You have to believe that, and I promise you that these people will come into your life to help you. Just like there's gonna be people that you're gonna counter on your path that are gonna try to deter you, try and push you the other way. You have to ignore them. But you're not alone. There are people exactly like you who thought like you since birth. Hopefully, I'm one of them. Okay. The next thing we're gonna talk about is just downloads. But basically, this video is gonna be really quick. As you can see, I'm wearing my uniform. I'm at work. There's nobody around, so I'm just, there's nobody around anywhere. So I had a quick 5 minutes, decided to make a quick video. Okay. Now this next topic is gonna be a little bit more, I don't want to say in depth, but when you first start to wake up, when you first start to realize things around you aren't really what they seem, you're gonna get a whole torrent of information being basically directly downloaded into your brain. Now, I don't know where it comes from. You could say it comes from God. You could say it comes from, universal energies. You could just say it comes from your subconscious. Whatever you want to call it, you're going to receive downloads. Okay? They're basically like epiphanies, ideas, or just thoughts in your head that weren't there 2 seconds ago, but all of a sudden it unlocks a myriad of other type of information that you didn't really think about before. So let's just say 1 second you're thinking of, I don't know, you're driving on the street and you see a billboard. You read something on the billboard and that all of a sudden unlocks something in your mind that makes you think of 50 other fucking things. If you haven't experienced it yet, you won't know what I'm talking about until you actually experience it, okay? But it's basically like the light bulb situation, where ding, you get an idea, where 2 seconds ago you didn't have that idea. That's what I like to call downloads. From my knowledge, I'm pretty sure everybody experiences a download in their own form of way. For me, I'll just be sitting there depending on who I'm closest to. Right now in my life, I'm particularly close to a roommate of mine and to my girlfriend. So whenever I'm in the vicinity, depending on what we're doing, I'll just get a download. Why that happens, I'm not sure. Personally, I think it's the safer that your soul feels, or your body, or whatever your essence is, the safer it feels around more comfortable people, the more easier it's going to be to manifest things, to receive information, to outpour information, I guess you could say. But the downloads, if you feel like 1 second you're thinking of something that you have no idea why the hell you're thinking about it, you're probably getting a download. Okay? Another way to realize if you're having a download is if all of a sudden you get very, very, very emotional. Okay, and I'm talking every type of emotion you can experience in the period of 6 or 7 seconds, or maybe minutes, I don't know. But for me, it's usually, minute tops. I'll get super depressed for like 5 seconds, and I'll get super happy for another 5 seconds. Then all of a sudden I'm crying, and then I get angry, and then I'm thinking of stuff from my childhood, and then it all goes away. And I just think of some information, and I'm laughing afterwards, like, oh, okay, it was just a download, whatever. And my girlfriend's right there, like, tripping out, and then she sees it's just a download, and she understands. She actually started to have her first couple downloads the other night. That was actually pretty cool, because we were just sitting there, and she just threw information at me that she wasn't thinking about, and I was like, oh, you just got your first download. Cool. But yeah, they're not anything to be scared about. Maybe at first it's a little embarrassing because you can't control it. You're going to get information in your head, and you're automatically going to want to speak it. Now, let me give you a little survival tip. The friends that you're around might not always want to hear your downloads. They might not always have to hear what you have to say. Now, trust me on this. I annoy my roommates. I annoy my friends. I annoy my family with all my downloads. As soon as I get something, it has to come out. Okay? Because that's how it works. If you want to avoid the embarrassment and the people ridiculing you, the best course of action for you would probably be to write it down. There's no harm in writing your thoughts down. Matter of fact, for downloads, you kind of want to put them down, because when you understand what manifestation is, writing things down is bringing it to fruition. So if you're thinking of an idea about yourself or a situation, write it down and watch it come to life. I'm dead serious. That's how it works. When you start waking up, you're going to start having a lot of help from universal energies, from ancestors, whatever you want to call them. There's going to be people on your side that want you to wake more people up. So the more you follow instructions from up there, the more you follow your downloads, the more it's like a reward. Okay, the better you do in school, the better your grades. The better your grades, the more your parents buy you shit. It's the best way I can describe it. The more you listen to universe or God or whatever entity you would like to call it, the more you listen to it, the more you do what you're supposed to say, the more you're rewarded. And not in a good reward. It's like you were scared that so and so was dying. Well, they're better now. Or some example. I can't example. It's gotta be per person. Okay, but from my knowledge and from my experience, the more that I did what I was supposed to do, what my dreams were telling me and what my downloads were telling me, the more I did it, the more good things were happening to me. The less stress I had, the more energy I had, the more good people came into my life, the more I don't want to say opportunities, because I feel like I can create my own opportunities, but the more spiritual opportunities opened up, the bigger vastness of thinking opened up from me doing good things. And that's the whole point of downloads. Do what you're asked. If you feel like someone's telling you to do something, so everyone says, oh, I feel like the universe is trying to tell me something or give me a sign. Yes, you dumbass. The world is trying to tell you a sign. Now, whatever that feeling is going to be individual per person. Each person on this planet has a unique role they're supposed to fill, and that's what your downloads are. They're trying to tell you and remember, or excuse me, they're trying to tell you, remind you to who you really are. Before the person you were before you came to this planet, you were another person. Your soul doesn't go away when you die. It just restarts. You go into another body or to another plane of existence, but your soul continues on. Like here, I'm Stephen Villa, but before I died, I might have been somebody else. And everybody thinks that when you die, you're gone. And that's not true. That's not true. It's your job to remember who you are. And that's what the downloads do. They're trying to give you hints and hints and hints as to who you are. That's where people call it prayer. Some people call it meditation. That's where that comes in. Okay, you're not supposed to be praying or meditating to any deity or any God or any Jesus or Jehovah. You're supposed to be praying basically to self. You're supposed to be loving yourself, going back into self, remembering who you are, learning why you are and what you are is the whole goal. Okay, so when you're getting a download, you might want to talk to people around you. You might not. If you're a more private person, write it down. If you're a more outgoing, extroverted person, hey, let the people around you know. Some of them might take to the information. You have to be willing to accept that people are not going to agree with you. Okay, you might hear something or read something that vibrates with you, but that doesn't mean it's going to vibrate with everybody. It's because not everybody's on the same path. Not everybody's on the same channel. You feel me? Our job is to get enough people back onto the appropriate channel, but not everyone's going to take it to it easily. So you can't be mad at them. You can't get angry with them. You can't try to force your views on them because they're just going to think you're crazy. You're just going to think you're some mean asshole. Even though you mean well, even though you have a hoard of information in here that can definitely benefit people, you don't want to come off as a dick because then no one's going to listen to you. So all that wealth of knowledge is going to go absolutely nowhere because you're a dick. Okay? So manage your downloads. Keep it to yourself. Learn when they're coming. Learn what to do when they're around. Okay? Now the last thing I want to talk about are your dreams. Okay? Now a lot of people, from what I've heard, is a lot of people used to dream a lot when you're little. You know, the past couple of years, but the last year or two, from my general understanding, there aren't too many people that can remember their dreams. Now there's a reason for that. I'm not going to get into it, but the gist of it is, look at where you're surrounding yourself in. If you're in a negative position, your dreams are going to be either bad or they're not going to happen at all. Okay? A dream is like is another form of conscious. When you go to sleep, your brain, or not your brain, your soul basically goes to another realm. Okay? The people who are in charge of this planet, they told you, yeah, your ass is asleep, but they lied to you. They lied to your very existence. That is not how it works. You go to sleep, your ass is somewhere else. Your body might be there, but your essence is somewhere there. Haven't you ever wondered why some people die in their sleep? Oh yeah, they died peacefully. They might look like they died peacefully, but you don't know what happened in their body. You don't know what happened in their soul. You don't know what happened in their mind. They could have died of a terrible fucking nightmare, but they tell you they died in their sleep. My point is there's a lot of things going on the planet right now that you're not going to find on MSNBC. You're not going to find on YouTube. You're not going to find on Fox. You're not going to find on Reddit. Okay? These are things that you have to go and find yourself. These are things that you have to go look for and not be lazy and not have to worry about other people finding the information for you. Okay? This is the information age. It's the digital age. Go on YouTube. Go on Google. If you can't find something, learn about it. Okay? Don't try and find all your answers in one little web page. Okay? Or one person. I see too many fuckers needing a link to something. Just you try to explain something. Oh, link it. It's like, no, you microwave baby. It doesn't work like that. Okay, answers are going to come to you just like this. You have to work for it. Just like nothing in life comes easy, you got to work for shit. If you need information, you got to work for it. It's just not going to pop up all at once. Okay, so your dreams, work on them. Or not work on them, think about what's going on in them. If they're good, try and remember exactly what your dreams were. Write them down the second you wake up. If you're fortunate enough to have a dream, especially right now, if you're fortunate enough to have a dream and remember it, write it down as soon as you wake up. Leave a piece of paper and pen right by your bed, or fucking wake up and text it. I don't care, but write it down. Later on, when you're in a different form of thought, you get home from work, or you're at work, or you're doing whatever, and you're thinking, you're gonna pick apart your dream and you're gonna try and understand it. You're gonna analyze it. Okay? If there's people in your dream that you know in person and they're bad in your dream, chances are they might be bad in real life, and your subconscious is trying to warn you. Stay away from these fuckers. Or a situation like that, okay? Your dreams are very important. They're not just random images that your brain processes when you're asleep. That's bullshit, okay? Some of you guys have nightmares. Those nightmares are things from a different realm trying to enter your body, trying to gain access to what you have. Okay, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to tell you what's real. And you think I'm lying? Then don't listen to me. Keep having your nightmares. Okay, but I don't have nightmares. I know how to fix them. Okay, if you don't want to listen to me, then don't listen. This is just information. You can apply it if you want, or you can throw it in the trash. Or you can just, not watch. Okay? The whole point of this video was just to tell you, you're not crazy. There are others out there like you. How to manage your downloads. And, hey, your dreams, they mean something. Okay? Take them seriously. Don't just, it's just a dream, it's whatever. It's not a big deal. They're not real. I mean, I've had dreams where shit comes true the very next day. I don't know about you. I don't know what kind of dreams you're having. But my dreams fucking work. My dreams are real. And that's really scary. That's also really good, but that's also a scary thing. Some of the shit I've dreamed. Okay, so I'm trying to tell you guys, take your dreams seriously. Think about it. Think before you dismiss something. Just because something doesn't sound possible because of the way you're taught, doesn't mean that it's not possible. Just because somebody tells you something about the world around you and you might not agree with it, give it a second listen. You might be surprised as to what you hear. Okay, that's the whole thing about waking up. That's the whole point of these downloads is giving things a second chance, giving things a second read over, because you might find more information than you did the first time. Okay. Other than that, I'm gonna cut this video short. Thanks for watching. You guys aren't crazy, and bear with me. I'll see you guys next time.